Cool, cool. Looks like YouTube's good. Let's just make sure the volume works. Yep, it works. We're good. Let's go back to OBS and continue. So, what I'm gonna work on for a very, very brief moment. I'm gonna look this up now, actually. I should have looked this up before the stream started, but Roblox C using C code or script code. Or C++ it would be, okay. So I can't use it at all. I mean, according to AI, can't use it at all. But let's look at this forum post really quick. What's going on, Snotty? I'll be working on Acorn Adventure in like 5 minutes. I just want to check this really quick. No reason you... Okay, so it looks like I can't use C at all. So I guess we're gonna have to be okay with this. The really, really slow start. But it results in this. Oh, that wasn't even a slow start because I didn't make it big. So I created. Oh, I should probably change that. Yeah, dude, check this out. I really might be a little bit longer than 5 minutes, but not more than 30 minutes. I promise. There's one like math thing that I needed to change here. The Y offset. But to give you an idea of what I'm actually doing, let me really quickly cut this, put it up here. Part dot can collide is equal to false. Okay. Part local new part is equal to part clone new part dot. Yeah, this is what we need. Yeah. I know. I know. No need to explain to me. I'm aware. Although sometimes I might need you to kick me up, kick me off my ass and make me start working on other stuff. Anyway, new part clone, the new part position, new part parent. Perfect. That's all I need. So now I go in here to make it a little bit more realistic. We're gonna make the map size 1000, and even this is like really small. I would have to figure out how to make it bigger, but if I play here, it takes so freaking long. But that's because we're doing 1000 times 1000 times like 50. So it's like 50 million. Sorry, it's 52 million, I guess. So it takes so long to load. So this is a game that would absolutely need a what's it called? A loading screen. Oh wait, it like aired out anyway. So you can kind of see like where I'm going with this. These are just the parts that I created. The can collide is off, so I can't step on them. I'll just fall right through. Where did this error out though? Yo, why did this... stop for execution time. Also, let me not print there. Maybe that'll help a little bit. The prints are quite demanding after all. Oh no. Okay. I don't know which bing bing ding ding thing you're talking about. Okay, this is ridiculous because this exact code was literally working 2 days ago. With 1,000 voxels, with 1,000 points. So okay. Resolution should be 4. It's just not letting me do it. So terrain right voxels is very, very slow. Let me figure that out. Roblox terrain right voxels timeout. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so I have a solution for it. I'm not gonna do solution now. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna make it smaller. Instead of making it 1,000, which it was working with 2 days ago, I'm gonna make it 500. Just to kind of show you. Okay, now it worked. There you go. And now, it doesn't have those ugly like lines going all over the place. Look at how good that looks. That's pretty good. I can have a random tree generation like going everywhere. The only reason I have these cubes here is just to show where it's supposed to be compared to where it is, where the terrain is supposed to be compared to where it is. Because some of it's not exactly one for one perfect, and that's fine. It's just a limitation of terrain. Look at that though, and then because of the way I do it, I make it solid, so it's all solid on the bottom. Oh yeah. Having a good time. So basically, to get this to work with much larger terrains, I'm gonna have to ultimately create just the table, but break the table up into multiple different sections. And then I can make like enormous areas. And procedurally generated enormous areas, so they would be different each time. And then what I was trying to do recently, which is why I said it might take longer than 5 minutes, so probably like within 20 minutes. I might not do it now though. I might just do it later. I'll probably do it now. What I wanted to do is I wanted to calculate where a certain point was, so that I can say anything under that point is gonna be sand instead of grass, and anything that was air under that point is water instead of air. And you can imagine why I would want to do that. give some nice little lakes, maybe some rivers even. Well, it would only be lakes, actually. No, you can't really procedurally generate rivers the way I'm doing it. I'd have to figure something else out for rivers. But yeah, how you like them apples? Oof. Every time I leave and come back, it'll be a different plane. I think my best bet is to go 100 at a time. So like over here I have 500. If I go 100 at a time, it should generate relatively quickly. Or it should generate, and it shouldn't ever pose an issue when I write the voxels here. This is creating the whole area, actually, and then this is creating the voxel map, like the occupancy and material for that same area. I'm gonna have to. This is what I'm gonna have to split into parts. This still has to be 1 because I might be able to not do 1 actually. Well, actually, yeah, because it has to be frequency and height resolution. I might be able to do whatever, actually. Y is equal to math.noise x over okay. Clamping it to 0.5 would actually be what causes the flat tops. Actually, what happens if I don't clamp it again? I might not even need to clamp it. And I put this, I used to have it on the client, but I put this on the server now. So I can move around on the server and see stuff. It doesn't really do anything. So one of the lowest points is here. Okay. I really like how this looks now. Although I will have to make it not as hilly. This looks like the the loading screen from like a 2011 Windows laptop or Windows computer. The rolling hills. Oh, that's giving me ideas. Okay, so before my brain goes to random stuff that it shouldn't go to, let's work on getting the thing I really want to work, and then I'll go back to the game, Acorn Adventure. The things I want to work on today for Acorn Adventure is, if there's no other game-breaking bugs, I'm going to work on quickly trying to make it so that pushback actually pushes back every time instead of sometimes pushing towards you for some reason. Mainly because I think I have an idea on how to make that work, if it's not already there. Oh, wait. Oh no, it is there. Okay, why couldn't I hear the message before? Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't know why Chatty wasn't sounding off before for your other messages. And I didn't see Mahoru's message either because of that. Annoying. Anyway, back to math. So y offset is going to be, I need to find the bottom of the thing, and I need to find the position of the bottom of the thing. So y position minus, okay. All right, so this is correct now. Hey, what's going on, Bounty? Y offset. Y position minus region size y over 2. Perfect. Then we go... If we start at 1, it would be... Okay, I got it. I think I got it. Where is y offset again? It's in here. Yes. Offset is equal to y plus y offset Alright, let's try this. You know, just trying some procedurally generated things. Almost, I think. I think this is an almost situation. Let me select this guy. Not quite, though. How bad is it? I think this is because I have to divide by 4, right? Man, why are voxels so weird? It should be like there. Okay. Y offset over 4, maybe? I mean, it kind of looks better. But let's select this again. This is... pretty cool, actually, but... actually really cool, to be honest. I need to figure out how to make it so that this strip of land is a lot smaller. I don't know if I can... like, I can do it somehow, but I don't know if it's even remotely worth it. Let's see that. Oh, that actually kind of helped a little bit. That actually worked out a lot more than I thought it would. Let's try to make this bigger and see what it looks like. And I think that'll be the end. I might actually be able to finish this part way earlier than I thought I would. Alright, let's just multiply the size by 5, which will actually multiply it by 25, I think. Anyway, let's go server. Alright. Oh, man. How you like them apples? Whew, procedural generation of terrain. I love it. Now I can go on my character, dive, swim in some water. Come out. A regular old paradise. I could probably make a game with this alone, honestly. Why is this a straight square here? That's just how the code ended up going, I guess. That's interesting. Hey, look, some floating water. Isn't that just hunky-dory? That looks pretty good. Alright, let me take a look at exactly where some of these ports are. Why is this lagging? Well, there's no reason for this to be lagging anyway. So this is exactly where 0 is. That's where -1 is. So with voxels, everything is always going to be like a little bit awkward. Mainly because of this resolution 4 thing. I can't stand the resolution 4 thing, but what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do indeed? Offset. Y plus, okay, so I multiply 4 here. I divide by 4 here. Do I, like, why am I dividing by 4 even? Offset, we got the position of the region minus the size of the region. It's okay, so yeah, I do have to divide by 4 because the position, like these values are a quarter of what this y represents because y is voxels and voxels have a resolution of 4. Man, that resolution thing is really annoying. Like a resolution of 1 would mean like it's per part, like per one part. It takes so long to load, man. Wait, it keeps creating the same thing. Oh, it's probably because the seed is this. Actually, is this the same? That's the same, I know. Right over there is the same. It might be the same. I could make it. Let me just make it a little bit different. I mean, it already does math.random there, though. No, that's the same. That is pretty much identical. Oh, the seed was done here. Oh. Alright, let's try it now. Alright. This is a little bit different. Let's try that again, just to make sure it's a little bit different again. Oh, whoops. That also looks a little bit different, I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, if I... Oh no. I'm trying to figure out how I can procedurally generate an enormous map while having some parts of it have a higher peaks, maybe some other parts having lower lows. I'll have to do some funky jank with the Perlin noise stuff. Oh, we got the same problem here that we got the other time with the straight edge here, and then the almost perfect corner. It's fine though, it's fine. Yeah, this is definitely gonna be some kind of project I work on the side, where it's gonna be like procedurally generated maps. It probably is gonna be like some kind of shooting game, some kind of gun game. That way I don't have to figure out a story. It's not really gonna be an RPG. It's just gonna be some kind of PvP kind of thing. It would be nice if the voxel stuff was a little bit more on point, but I guess limitations of Roblox, that's alright. The fact that it has to shift it ever so slightly is a little bit awkward. But it's all good. Are you sure you want to save changes, you mean? When you change the keybinds, it'll ask you, are you sure you want to save changes? So you'd want some kind of just double check on that. That makes sense. Oh, when you press the X button. Yeah, just to make sure that people are... Or I can be like, are you sure changes will not be saved? Something like that. Just so people know that when they're exiting the area, or when they're exiting that that UI, that because they're pressing the X button instead of the save button, it's not actually changing anything. Yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'll open Acorn Adventure now. And close this. Let me save this and then I'll close it. I will have to make a separate VS Code thing for that one, because I will elaborate on that. I am a big fan of the voxel generation, the voxel procedurally generated map. My only concern really is saving the map. Like I'd probably want to somehow be able to have people save maps, but the map might be potentially too big to save. It should be fine, honestly, but yeah, I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. Because ultimately, those maps are like those tables are so they're large enough to have like millions upon millions of points in them, which is why I'm somewhat concerned. But it might not be that bad. It literally might just be that the right voxel thing is the thing that's messing up. Actually, even before I do that, before I go into the actual game, which I'm opening now, but let's take a look at this. What can we do to make this a little less gross to look at? Screen GUI frame. Just add a stroke, maybe. Let's make it slightly thicker. Oh wait, those already have strokes. But the background is wrong. Okay. Oh, what happens if I do... Oh. I'm gonna duplicate this and disable one of them, and then the other one I'm gonna change the colors here. So yeah, what if I do this top one be like that? Also change this to white. Bottom one, let's make it green. Uh, 0, 196, 206. 0, 196, 206. 0. Sure. 196. Oh, shoot. 206. This one can be... Okay. So if I press play here, what does this look like? I'm almost okay with this, but I want some kind of image. Okay, I think we're getting there. We're getting there. Cloudy sky image. If I move this directly there, actually first let's go over here. Oh, you can't really see this though. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, whoops. Oh, wait, I can't do that. I have to do it like on ground. Sorry, you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. You'll see it in a bit. A little bit. I'm just taking a screen grab of Spring Island, and I'm gonna try to use that as the background over here. Save. We're gonna save to GIMP. Title, screen, background. Which one is the file type that can have transparent backgrounds? Was that PNG? I forget. GIMP. Game images. Open with GIMP. There you go. All right. Now, what is the resolution on this thing? This thing specifically. It's like 565 by 608, roughly. Oh, 564 by 608. So 564, 608. Let's 608 the height scale. All right, file export as 0, 1. One second. Export. I'm going to take a look at that particular line of code. I'm talking about the camera. Where is it? Module client movement. Yeah, that's when I do it. Render stepped, right? Make sure right after camera render priority. Render stepped is when you do that, right? Let me just make sure. I'm when to find camera in run service Roblox. Where is it? Should I try to do it on a heartbeat instead of render stepped? Because right now I'm doing it render stepped. This other guy seems to do it on heartbeat sometimes. No, it's render stepped, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna show the code. Like, it's just I thought it was kind of fine. Like this is the render stepped function. It is in a render stepped loop. Well, so this is run on the render stepped always. Local player mod is equal to yeah, I mean, like, I'm not really. Well, actually, yeah, that wouldn't even matter. If you had like a better computer, then it would just bind to the appropriate render. So I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what the jitter problem is or how to fix it because I'm doing the right thing, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not. Pretty sure I'm doing it on like 60 or whatever it gives me. But it's still whatever setting that you're having it on. That's when it is doing it. Like I stopped doing camera loops in like a while loop a very long time ago. So I've been doing on a render stepped for like over a year at this point. Right after camera render priority. This could possibly help a very little bit. I doubt it. I probably can, as long as others aren't really upset about it. I mean, maybe one day I'll go back to the camera and the visuals and try to do stuff. Again, the main problem with the camera, the main problem with the camera, and maybe what he's seeing is the fact that I have to have it so far back and zoomed in so much to prevent the telescoping effect that the default Roblox camera has, and that might cause some problems. So yeah, it's fine. Maybe this is the problem actually, 0.1. I think I found the problem. Let me just make sure render stepped does what I think it does. Roblox render stepped. What I mean by it, I want to make sure it passes what I think it passes. I think I have to do _DT. Yeah. Wait, no. No. Render steps is just DT. Okay. Where am I doing this again, by the way? Oh, right. No, it's literally here. I'm correct. So dt dt dt. And if I put dt in here, it might help. Okay, yeah. So no, I was looking at the documentation. It is step that passes both time and delta time. I just never know which one I'm looking at really, because I'm always like, does it have to be underscore or no? It's all right. Well, let's see if this helps. Also, let me connect. Let's see if this even. Wait, what? I think I know what happened last time too. I'm having an issue with this thing again. All right, where's replicated first? Folder, sure. This is gonna be load screen, or just GUI, sure. Let me go underground because that still has it, as long as I don't. Wow, I'm like stopping my sentences mid-sentence. It's really funny. So it should still be here. Yes, okay, we're gonna copy that. We're gonna paste it here. Then we're gonna move it into the GUI here. Then, let's copy this. Let's paste it here. Move it into replicate first. Delete this. Accept. Now go into the code of replicated first. There we go. Where's GUI? Local replicated first is equal to game get service replicated first. Replicated first, find first child. Actually, yeah, let's just do this. Don't even put the folder in there. That's fine. Same thing here. Don't even put the folder in there. Okay. Let's try it again. Okay, so this makes things really lag behind a bit. It's nice, but probably not for us. So let's not do that. One will make it very choppy, I think, but let's try it. Also, let me actually show what I'm doing here. Where am I? That's where I am. Apparently not, actually. I mean... Okay, I don't understand why it wasn't showing that before, but whatever. That's where I was going. That's weird. And 0.01 actually does work. That's very strange. Alright, what I don't get is how does... I'm about to do something really dumb. Print DT. Yeah, it's like super slow. Okay, so DT is exactly what I thought it would be. Sure, rather exactly what I was hoping it would be. Alright, I guess I'll look into lerp really quick. I could make this so much better if I just ensured that I didn't have to do cframe.new. I just have to, if I could just make it so that I make it a position instead of cframe, because like I never have to really rotate the camera other than on the corners, at which point I can do the one-time cframe change, and then over here I can do the much less demanding vector3.new rather than cframe.new. Yeah, that's like that's not even a micro optimization. That would be a good optimization, but I don't think that's really necessary right now. Again, I'm gonna go to Roblox lerp documentation, just to make sure. No, I don't want to know what lerp is. I want to know vector C-frame lerp. Specifically C-frame lerp. Any second now. All right. This wouldn't work with 0, I'm pretty sure, but I'm going to try it and have it error out on me. Yep. Because it's never there. And if I make it 2, that's gonna give someone a seizure. If I make it 1, oh, okay, now there's no difference. Why was it messing up before then? Oh, maybe I forgot to save or something. Okay. So this is like... This is kind of fine. So the character's always in the center. The alternative, what I've been doing, is 0.1. This is what it is currently in the game. And this will purposefully have the camera lag behind a little bit, but it shouldn't be choppy. It's just you go first and the camera follows. And when you stop, it takes like a little bit for the camera to catch up. And it gives a slight effect of, oh, I'm going fast. Gotta go fast. Maybe this can be a setting too. I can put this in settings as well. Be like, hey, do you want the camera to be like right on top of you, or do you want the camera to be lagging a little bit to give you the effective speed? Well, I want to try 0.5. What would it look like with 0.5? Probably exactly what it just was, but a little bit behind. No, don't attack me. Don't attack me. Alright, so we go... maybe 0.2, happy medium. I think 0.2 is kind of a happy medium, where it still gives you the little movement of the character in any general direction, but it's not so much that you might think that the camera is lagging. At least I hope not. Doesn't look that way to me, at least. All right, I'm gonna keep it at 0.2. So making the camera twice as fast. All right, next thing. Huh. Or rather, the thing I was working on. Yeah, it's probably fine, honestly. So let's. Already did that. Sorry, I'm in GIMP right now. Let me just add a few things. Guide by percent. What? All right, I have to reopen GIMP. Discard changes, sure. Open with GIMP. All right. Image guides by percent. Horizontal image guides by percent. Vertical, okay. Select. Expand from center. Just need a general kind of thing. So we're gonna do feather. Okay. I'm gonna undo that feather. Maybe feather a little bit less. Feather 50. Yeah, it's fine. Now we're gonna select, invert, delete. Let's add an alpha channel first. Okay. Now we're gonna file, export as PNG, because pretty sure that's the one that we can actually have transparent backgrounds with. Yep, that is indeed the one. Let me bring this back to the, where is it? There it is. To here. Mainly because I want your take on this. We're going to add an image label. I'm going to make the size 1. Image is going to be fit. import just waiting for the image to come. Got it. Copy, paste. All right, what if I put this here? What if I disabled this one and moved this here and enabled this one? What if I just made this like that? Removed the stroke and play. Hey, what's going on, man? All right, I have to reverse engineer that, or I have to move the viewport frame in here. Okay. It's a 2.5D RPG. Oh wait, there's a problem. Oh, okay, I know what the problem is. Whoops-a-daisy. How about this? Instead of moving the viewport frame, because I don't feel like changing code right now, let's just change the Z index to 2. It's called Acorn Adventure, and you can exclamation point game will get you to the link to it. I think that's way better. Perfect. What do you think about this, Snotty, with the background tree? Yeah, thanks, man. I really appreciate it. Feel free to try to break the game. I mean, I guess, yeah, feel free to try to break the game. Just let me know what you did if you do. Sure looks better. Maybe I'm gonna add a highlight to the player. So let's see how this looks. We go players, player GUI, screen GUI. Highlight. Adornee. That's not working. That's not working either. Adding a highlight in a viewport frame. Let's look that up. Let's look up if there's a special way to do that one. Roblox add highlight to viewport frame. Yeah, so if I have this kind of background thing, then I'll be able to have a bunch of different options. Like I could just have like a background drop down menu somewhere where I can change the different backgrounds. People can maybe I can have some of you guys send me some requests for the backgrounds. And maybe you unlock a new background when you get to a new area. Got a lot of different things we could do with that. But it's just like visual stuff. Ooh, highlight inside of a viewport frame. Here we go. This is what I'm looking for. This is really funny. So I looked up how to do this, the highlight inside of a viewport frame, and the answer to the question of how do you do it is, I'm giving up. This is too complicated. Oh, that's mildly aggravating. Oh, wait, is it because the viewport frame's background is... So if I make this like black... If this is why it doesn't work, I'm going to be a little bit upset. But that might not even be why it doesn't work, so... Yeah, it doesn't even look like that's why it doesn't work. Alright, that's mighty confusing. Yeah, we're just hiding that entirely. Oh, wait a minute. This is a custom highlight feature. I might be able to actually use this. Oh, yeah, never mind. This is a really bad way to do it. Yeah, it's a awkward way to do it. No. No, that's not the player. So there is no player in the workspace. The player in the workspace is not present. Oh, I have to make sure that the location is listed here too. I can do that. I can do that. So highlight is simply not working. That's mildly aggravating, to put it lightly. Highlight does not work in viewport frame. This is a really funny thing, is like the most obvious thing to do with highlight is to have it in a viewport frame, so you could have like goggles that you put on, like in the game, or it makes it so everything is highlighted or something. But if it doesn't work in a viewport frame, it like completely it like defeats the purpose. It's really weird. Yeah, so it's left alt by default, but you can change any of the keybinds by going into the keybinds through the menu in the bottom right. If you click the bottom right, you can find keybinds. You can move the keybinds around, then you save, and that'll be the new keybind. Yeah, this is very annoying. Oh, what's... I'm just messing around now. Oh, that's a good way to zoom in though. Instead of actually zooming in and changing the camera, we just change the scale of the world model. That's cool. Thanks, man. I really appreciate it. There's a few things I want to add. It's just right now I'm working on this, and I kind of want to fix it, and I don't know how. Because has... All right, that is very annoying. Well, what is this? What is this? That's something else. Never mind. Going into highlight. Where's the warning? I want to read the warning really quick first. Where does the warning appear? The warning that you can only have like what 32 of them or something. 31. Studio only displays 31 simultaneously highlight instances on the client at a time. I love it. Okay. What if I just move it into the viewport frame? Or maybe into the world model? Yeah, it shouldn't change anything. How about this? Roblox, add border to part. Ooh, via script? What is this? Okay, never mind. That's not going to work for me. It's a little bit too... a little bit too low poly. Add border to model, let's say. Wait, what? Primary part scale. What is border mode? Does this work for... No. No, this is just AI being really, really dumb. Okay. Um, so you can you can try the bow. You first you'd have to go and fight some of the mushrooms. So mushrooms are going to be a little bit further down the path. Any of the mushrooms drop them. I forget which one has a higher chance to drop them, but they're all at least a 10% chance. So you can get once you find like once you pick up a bow, then you can go into your inventory. I think default key for inventory is I, or you can go into the backpack on the bottom GUI. And like well when you open it, the first thing you should see is your equipment. You should see the bow in your equipment. You can right click it, equip, and then it'll swap out your sword for your bow. The first step is acquiring the bow. You can also buy one from the shop that's around where the mushrooms are too, but it's 500 acorns, which you probably don't have yet. Maybe I should make maybe I should make it 50 acorns instead because it's like the lowest rarity thing and it doesn't really matter that much. I could probably make it 50 instead of 500. Oh. Yeah. Great minds think alike, Snotty. Yeah, the scarecrows are easier to kill because they don't follow you. Also, they like stack on top of each other sometimes, so you can just keep killing them over and over again. Um, this is really not what I'm looking for. Oh, okay, so this is not what I'm looking for. Wow, that's really annoying. Oh yeah, you can also change you can change that in the keybinds. Like you can change the interact key. You can change any of the keybinds. That's also how you slot skills, by the way, because you can get skills too. It's not just the basic attack. You slot them by going into the keybind, dragging the skill into the key slot that you want into the key that you want it to be, and then saving. But yeah, that was a feature request by Snotty that I added like a month ago, I think. Yo, this is so aggravating. That like I want a highlight of some kind or a border because like you specifically for my character, if you have a darker hat, then you can't see the hat through the tree there. I can't see quest you track. Which quest are you tracking? Because it should work. The quest tracker should be like the one thing that's definitely 100% good. um, you can go into your quests, which is the blue book on the left side of the screen, and just make sure that you are tracking it. Like click like find the quest that you want to track and make sure you're tracking. Like click the track button, or the track button should be red because then it'll say stop tracking. I think if I remember correctly. Is it working? Do you see the quest tracked? The quest tracker? Body colors. All right, let me left arm color. Oh, it like changes the arm color. Left leg color. It's red and nothing works. It's red and nothing works. Whew, lad. All right, let me go into the game and see what's going on there. I should probably just go into like the actual Roblox, not Roblox Studio. Bro, what? Okay, so that's not cool, but will that happen again? Did I mess something up in the code here? I guess I did. What did I do recently? That. Oh, I know what. I'm technically in this version of the game. I have to. I can only be active at one point. Yeah, I mean, I doubt it's an error. I think it's just. So, this is my quest tracker. I go here. Why is there lag here to my mouse? It's so weird. Where is Alex? Tracking. So if I click tracking, it should disappear, and I click it again, it reappears. And that's not happening for you, you're telling me. Disappear, reappear. Disappear, reappear. You can't track any quest that you haven't accepted already. So if it says question mark here, then you cannot track it. Track would not work. But you said it's red, so you should be tracking it actually. Sorry, I'm just checking the different ways to, yeah, so what, you click it and nothing happens? So you click the red and nothing happens? I don't know why that would be, like at all. You click it and nothing happens. I feel like it might just be a freak client accident. I'm gonna go into the game. Let's go. Let's go into the live game. I'll see you in a second. I need a teleport screen for this. Oh, finally. Okay. Man, it takes a while to load. Jeez. So here's my quest tracker. If I go into the quest. Okay, there you go. There's some delays for some reason. These are client-side codes. There's no reason why they should be lagging at all. Why is there lag on the client-side codes? To use skills, you would... I'm getting a lot of lag. What the hell, man? Again, this is client, so this has no server interaction at all, so I don't understand why this is happening. So you go into your skills. The blue things are the skills, as I'm sure you know. Okay, yeah, that's the thing. If it's a bug, I need to be able to recreate the bug so I can fix it. The problem is, I have a feeling it's just a freak accident. Like, I have no idea what to do there. Um, and I don't know what would cause that freak accident either. Anyway, so you open the skills, you go to the skill that you want to use. Let's say, like, if I have 4 skill points in bow. So if I want to go and use double shot, I would increase that. Then I go into keybinds, which I have here. I should add a border to this. This looks kind of gross. Or you can go into the bottom over here. Come on. There you go. And go into keybinds, and it'll take you to the same place. And now, like, after you leveled it up, you grab the key and you place it wherever you want to put it. So I put it here on D, save, and now you can use a skill. And in the early levels, okay, so don't fight the big crabs before you have leveled up a little bit, because you will die immediately. Let me go back up to things that I can actually fight. The skills are weaker than your basic attack to start, but as you level the skills up, they will become stronger, and eventually it'll just be you dealing more damage. Hey, there you are. Oh no, that's Snotty. What's up, Snotty? I'm going to the top. So we go here. Now let's say I want to kill this guy. I guess my computer needs to load some things quick, because these things are... I am lagging really bad. Oh, you know what might be it? I have like 5 different things open right now. Not Roblox related, so maybe that's why I'm lagging a bit. That would explain a bit of my visual glitch. Yo, what's going on? I see you. I see ya. See that a bow dropped right here. Here, I'll pick it up for you. Nice, you're using a little thing. Here, I'll drop one of this. You can pick that up if you want to use a bow. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Yeah. Yeah. It's not like I have yeah. I'll do it soon, Snotty. I'll do it soon, I promise. Wait, no. Oh no. I'm being chased by mushrooms. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to I guess I will add the hold button to pick up multiple things at the same time. But I'm gonna have to figure out how I'll do that. Yeah, I'll figure something out. Like in my case, like for example, as I am now, like I'm lagging pretty hard because of my computer probably. Oh wait, I see. Okay. There you go. I can't see anything, but it's way better. Okay, nice. Now I have no more problems. All my problems went away. The no that yeah that's okay. So I have that idea. The problem is how often I want it to loop, because each loop. So basically, I'll probably put a slight delay on each loop. I'll put like a task.wait 0.0 or 0.1 or something like that. So like a tenth of a second loop. That way, even if you're picking up a bunch of things, I might have to put a bigger loop on it actually, because the thing with the loop is it prevents it prevents people from I have to stop playing my game. Let me stop playing my game. Also, what did you say? Oh, how do you equip bow? You go into the backpack over here. Oh wait, you can't see it, but it's the backpack, or you can press I. So you press I, it opens this. It by default you're in equipped. You go onto the bow, you right click and you hit equip. You have a bow on now. So keep in mind each weapon has a positive and a negative. The positive with the bow is it's probably the strongest weapon. Like you could probably deal the most damage with it, kill the most things the quickest with it. The downside is you will not have any MP or HP. So you are a glass cannon. The good part of the sword is basically you will be an unkillable machine. You'll have a lot of HP, and the good part about the staff is you'll have a lot of MP, because also this, you probably don't know this because I don't explicitly say this. Right? I don't explicitly say it. If you go into you have stats over here. Like I'll have to do an in-depth tutorial later, but you have stats over here. That's this button over here. You can increase strength, precision, and intelligence. Strength increases your damage from close combat attacks like the sword and knuckles. Precision increases your bow attacks and other ranged attacks when other ranged weapons come. And intelligence increases your magic damage from the staff and other magical weapons in the future. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. And please give me an upvote as well. Much appreciated. Got a bunch of other stats over here. Damage and damage taken don't work yet. I think cooldown reduction technically works. I think. But nothing gives cooldown reduction, so... So yeah, point one is probably fine. I just don't want it to be like, my concern is I don't want the pickup function to be sending too many remote calls or remote signals to the server. But I guess there's no real way to get around that anyway. Yeah, the double jump dash to the left. You can double jump up. You can double jump diagonally. I will not be adding a cooldown to that. There might be a cooldown to like an actual dash that I might add later for like a dash might be like a different close combat skill. But the double jump is just a way to traverse around, so that's fine. Yep. Because there's gonna be other things. Also, I think I'm gonna need a way to turn off passives, because the Knuckles passive. Also, I'm gonna use Knuckles right now because I just like Knuckles, even though it's the weakest weapon right now. Let me unequip my thing. Oh, I have to level it up more. Oh shoot! Oh no! I have to level up Knuckles. Alright, so the easiest way to level up Knuckles, honestly, is to level up the bow, and then, like, do a quest, and then when I'm about to complete the quest, I change to Knuckles. It's the easiest way to level up things that can't really deal a whole lot of damage really quick. That's cool. Alright. I'm gonna stop playing my game now. Leave. What am I going to? This is what I'm going to. Oh right, the customized thing. Yeah, the customized thing is on the list. You put it on the list a little while ago. I'll fix that. It's probably like a very small error. I'll try to fix that today. So I still want to do this though, because this is kind of an important part, just because it's the first thing people see. So the problem is like the dark of the hat over here and the white of my arms is messing with like the contrast. So I want to be able to like put some kind of highlight on it, but I can't. It's really annoying. All right, let's do this again. So we go player GUI, screen GUI, viewport frame. Scale. Honestly, I should probably make the scale 0.9 instead of 1. Although, I think that I didn't want to press stop. Dang it. I have to reopen everything again. Here. Alright, I don't know what to do here. Transparent. What if I... Can I do like border? Body, part description. Decal. Shirt graphic. Okay. Roblox add border highlight to player model. Maybe this is the same question I asked, except I had player there. Highlighting would be great if it worked in viewport frames. Within viewport frame. Wooden staff is for magic stuff. So it's good, but you'll have to start increasing intelligence so you can use magic skills more often. Also, you're going to need to stock up on MP potions. Nice, nice. I think I dropped a rare rarity bow for you. Wait, what is this? Additionally, you can use RBX Object Highlighter Module. Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this a thing? I'm going off of AI, so let's see if this actually works. To create an always on top highlight. Ooh. Ooh. Wait a minute. Stop. This might actually be something. Wait. No. Funny. Alright, I'm playing a game at the same time as I'm doing all this stuff, by the way. It's in the background. Can I get an update on that? No, I guess not. Not highlighting objects, but we're doing this. We're gonna try the RBX object highlighter. Wait, what? Import. This is not gonna work. Also, why is there a semicolon? Oh. Oh, this is a GitHub thing. Oh, shoot. Oh, this was the highlight before highlight. Okay, this is not what I'm looking for. Okay, I think this is not gonna work, so I'm not even gonna try it. Using... What is this? What? This is from 6 years ago. What happens, theoretically speaking, if I play the game, character model appears, I have the viewport frame, and I make this z-index 2, and double and make this z-index 1, and then I go into the world model of the second one, 2, actually before I do that, let's stop doing that. Delete, let's walk. Oh, that's so annoying. Idle. I'm gonna have to make something different a little bit. Alright, we'll do. That's pretty impressive, honestly. I mean, I'm always expecting that everything's at least 15 seconds delayed, so that's pretty damn good, actually. Oh, congrats on the epic bow, by the way. I didn't see that. I'm like in my zone here. All right, title. This is where I have to go. Auto server player. This is gonna be client stuff. Landing GUI. Okay, load animation. Viewport camera. Okay. So I want to check this for now, and I'll have to kind of ignore the fact that it's gonna idle the wrong way. Yeah, like that's not gonna happen identically for every time. So I'm gonna duplicate this, gonna call it 2. Gonna go over here. Every single part. Well, first of all, let's expand all. Sure, doesn't matter. Neon. We're gonna make this particular world model 1.1. Oh no, 1.01 maybe. And this is gonna be Z index 1, and this is gonna be Z index 2. Background transparency, fantastic. Background transparency, fantastic. Institutional white. Let's get rid of all of this. Why is it invisible? 1. Because there's another image label here. Oh my gosh. Are you serious? Alright, so this image label can't be here. It has to be out here. Oh, wait. Okay, let's try this again. let's restart this a little bit. What's going on, Henry? What's idle? Screen GUI, viewport frame. Okay. So this is what I need to double up on. Now this is going to be 2. This is going to be z-index 2, z-index... Okay, this is going to be z-index 3, actually. And then this world model is what we're changing. First of all, we're getting rid of that, and honestly all of it. We're highlighting everything. Expand all. All right. Collapse all. Okay. What is it? Select. Sure. Color is going to be institutional white. Sure. There you go. Gonna make it neon. We're gonna make the world model 1.1. What? Excuse me. Neon. Color is gonna be white. Bag accessory. We're just highlighting all of this. What? Oh, it's because of the texture ID. Okay, that doesn't matter. So we have to go over here. Texture ID. World model 1.05 maybe. So if I put this 4.5, if I put this maybe a little bit even, okay, no, didn't actually do anything. Where's Alex? Oh, right. You can't find the quest. Where is Alex? He's on the bottom. Basically, exactly where his mom is, but like on the place where the crabs are, like right underneath her. Camera subject, humanoid. Sure, maybe. It doesn't matter. All right. Ultimately, this is not going to work out the way I want it to work out. Unfortunately. Even if we do everything frame perfect, because of how scale works, it'll just look awkward for certain items. That's a chain quest, though. You got 2 more things to do. Also, I think Blair is next to him. You can accept her quest. And she's a psychopath, so... Psychopath that wants to end all crabs. Anyway, I'm going to stop focusing on this, and I'll have to figure out a way to make it not look so weird here. What if I do this? What if I go... and have this not be transparent? Wait, that's the background. Oh, the gradient. What if I make it... What if I make the gradient actually do something? Uh-oh. Text is not a valid member of frame. Uh-oh. That's an error. In what context is text not a valid member of frame? Meaning what errored out? I have an idea of what could possibly have happened. It's something that I don't necessarily know what to do with, but you know what? I should be able to check on here. Where is it? Roblox.com, creations. We go down to error report. Oh, you actually got it. Yep, I see it. Player GUI, quest GUI, frame, description, details. It doesn't tell me. Oh, it does tell me. Okay, good. Module client quest GUI. Let's go fix that really quick. That's a game-breaking bug. Yeah, let's stop this. I'm going to ignore this problem for now. We do module client quest UI. Module client. Oh, whoops, this is still the wrong spot, right? This is... No, this is the right spot. Module client quest UI. Oh, I was just looking way too far up. Fair enough. Yeah, I have the errors in front of me. I'll find it. I'll find them. 488. Quest connection function. This is not. Oh wait, no, this is HTTP 500 function friend update. That's kind of fine. Actually, I only have one of the errors, so maybe I have to reload. The thing is once you get one error, it's very likely that other errors will happen. Yeah. Yeah, once you get the one error, it's very likely other errors will happen. So I would recommend you log out and log back in. Because you will keep getting quest-related errors otherwise. Meanwhile, in the meantime, I'm gonna try to fix whatever problem this is. Text is not a valid member of frame. Frame. Text label. All right, let's test that particular code. Spring Island, play. Yeah, no, it'll be fixed shortly. Let me accept Alex's quest. The amount of times that I've checked to make sure all of this stuff works is actually crazy, so the fact that it doesn't is really annoying. About Alex. Oh, I already had that accepted. I'm just special apparently. Let's go to Alex. Clearly he's the problem child. Nice, dude. I mean, if you want to learn how to use Blender and you want to make me some weapons, then I am happy. I'd be happy to do so. I'd be happy to use them for you with your permission. Your mother is looking for you. Oh, right. Dinner is probably ready. Next. Before that, I want to do something. What do you need? I need 20 crab claws. Bring to me. Accept. Oh, wait. Did you get the crab claws? The crab claw quest? Did you finish that? Oh. What weapon do you have an idea to make? I have a bunch of weapons that I already kind of have lined up, so a glass of milk weapon. I just talked to Alex for the first time. Okay, then I mean, I am not getting the error. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna publish publish all right, if you log out and log back in, you should be good. You should be able to do that, and if you can't, let me know. Keep in mind, I literally just completed the quest, or completed that part of the quest at least. So here's the problem with a slingshot with spiky rocks. For my ranged weapons, I already started with the bow. And I feel like if I move on to like, I can make it, I can do it. Slingshot, yeah. It'll just have to be a little bit different. So just so you know what the weapon system is planned to be, for now, there's 4 weapons that you can start off with. Knuckles, which is just bare-fisted. Sword, staff for magic, and bow for ranged. But I will be adding a few others for base weapons. One of them is going to be a healing staff for priests or people who want to heal. Another one's going to be a spear. Another one's going to be an axe. And there's going to be a few others, but yeah. Once you max those, or at least get them to... No, I'll make it so you have to max them. Once you max the level of those weapons, and the max level of weapons is 60. Doesn't matter what weapon you have, max level is always 60. So once you max the weapons, you'll be able to get the next tier of weapon. So, for example, the next tier of the sword, and this is not in the game yet, but the next tier of the sword can be a great sword. Maybe it'll be like some other kind of sword, maybe a dual sword. I don't know. I don't fully know what I'll be able to do with certain things, just because
just the way I have the equipment system, I might not be able to do two-handed stuff like that. But at the very least, there will be a great sword, and that will be a tier 2 weapon. And then you'll be able to get skills, passives, the class of that tier 2 weapon, and then that's how I expand. The thing with the slingshot is that would be a ranged weapon, so it would require you to get to level 60 with the bow first. But because you already have the bow and it would be a tier 2 weapon, I would have to come up with a way to make it somehow stronger than the bow. And the way to do that, I think, is going to make it so that the projectiles that you throw with the slingshot are like ball in shape but do something. For example, a spiky one, sure. Maybe one option is to have like a grenade. So you use the slingshot to throw a grenade. Yeah, so Excalibur is probably going to be that's like a specific weapon. That's not necessarily like the weapon type. But like a weapon type could be like Holy Sword. And Holy Sword is probably going to be a tier 3 weapon that requires you to get or well, the names of the weapon tiers are going to be interesting. It might actually just be a tier 2 weapon, the Holy Sword, but it'll likely require you to get level 60 in both the sword and level 60 in the healing staff when it comes out. Why does it smell like burning rubber? Give me 1 second, I'll be right back. All right, I think the combination of something in the oven mixed with the smell of air conditioning give me some kind of weird smell. But anyway, apparently nothing. Apparently we're all good. Also, don't worry about the 50k points. If there's like weapon types that I want to add, then I'll just add them. Like I already have 10 base weapons that I want included. Only reason I'm not adding them now is because it takes time to create the animations and conceive of what the skills will be, and actually make the GUI and everything. Not the GUI, the GFX. But yeah, ultimately, if I could have someone help me with that would make things go faster anyway. But for now, since it's only me, it's gonna take a little bit of time to add everything. Yeah, if you leave the game and come back, it should be good. Should be all set. Is there anything else I should do here before moving on to the next thing? Alright, so we're gonna do 0, 0, 0.01, 0. Okay, so we're not doing 0.01, we're doing 0.05. Okay, we're not doing 0.05. We're doing 0.1. We're not doing 0.1. We are doing 0.2. Yes, we're doing 0.2. A level 8 is a great start. Now keep in mind, I don't necessarily want people leveling too quickly in the beginning, but I do want people to level quickly enough to see that they are progressing. I think level 8 is pretty good. I will be increasing the speed at which you can level the weapons, by the way. So the weapon leveling is probably going to be at least twice as fast as player leveling. Unfortunately, I do not have a method to reset stats yet. I will be putting that in the game, but it's not in there yet. Technically, the way you will be able to do it is to press that little refresh button in stats. I just didn't actually do that yet. I know I did add a button. I specifically added a button because I knew I was going to do it. I just never actually did it. It will be in the game soon. Since you brought it to my attention, I'll make sure to actually give functionality to the button. I'm just thinking of what else to do on the screen I'm looking at right now, which is not the screen you're seeing right now. I'm trying to think of what else to put on here to not make it so gross. Oh, you know what? What is that image that I just added recently? Let me find it. Acorn Adventure overview. Oh no, it's back to experiences. Here we go. Development items. Meshes. No, images. It's images. Copy asset ID. Is this... I hope this is what I want it to be. Okay. So what if I do this? I'm going to turn off the gradient here and just add image label. It's going to be 1. Transparency of 1. Oh, this is inversed. Ooh. Oh, that's kind of fine, actually. Because I could do this. Oh, whoops. Okay, so this is back to institutional white. This is where I need to put this thing. Okay. And then we put that there. That there. Basically, I hate it. So we're just undoing everything. Okay. If you increase your strength, you will increase your health as well. So strength corresponds to health and close combat damage. Precision corresponds to accuracy and range damage, and then intelligence corresponds to magic damage and MP. But also your gear can also give those stats. So if you have plenty of equipment that give you HP, then you probably don't really need strength. Keep in mind too, the amount of HP you have relative to your level, or really relative to the level of the monsters you're fighting, will increase or decrease the amount of damage you take. So if you have like an average amount of HP, then you'll take 100% damage. If you have a lot more HP, then you will take up to 50% less damage. And if you have much less HP than you should have at that level, then you will take up to, I think it's up to 50% more damage, if I remember correctly. And that's just to give tank builds like a thing to actually do. There will be moves in the future, because I have a party system in the game already, so if you can be in the game with a friend, join the party, and then play together, and you'll actually get an experience boost. But there will be skills in the game in the future that allow tanks, for example, to take damage for all of their allies. And because they'll be able to do that, they'll be incentivized to increase their HP more, to reduce the amount of damage they take, and so on and so on. Nice. Yup, I've got plenty of that stuff. That reminds me, I really should fix the customize button. I'm just going to leave this as is then. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine for now. So let's go back to here and ultimately figure out what's going on with customize. Let's do customize first. What were the other things that I wanted to do? I probably should have written this all down, although I'm pretty sure most of this is actually in Trello. So if I want to customize, bro, it's not even there. That's my favorite kind of error, the ones that don't error, so I have no idea what's going on. So let me try to leave and come back and see if it's actually equipped. It just doesn't show it. Oh, yeah. Here's the thing. The best way to fix that is to log out and log back in, and then it'll just be in the center again. I don't really have a method of centering it, and I don't really know if I want to have a method of centering it. I think like an alternative is to make it so that whenever you open it again, it's always centered. Let me know what you guys think about that. Should I make it so that whenever you open a GUI that has been closed, it should always be in the center of the screen? I think that's what other games do, so. You like the idea? Alright, I could do that. That's a quick, like, one line of code kind of thing. Okay, so ultimately, nothing happened to the piece of equipment. There is some lag going on here, like between my mouse and the... Okay, whatever. Alright, time to test, or time to check out the customized script, I guess. Yeah, it's a problem. It wouldn't happen, but I have experience with those kinds of systems where it centers it automatically, and I personally find it annoying when it centers it automatically, because I usually move it out of the way to like a specific place I want it. And whenever I reopen it, it always goes back to the center. I'm just like, ah, dang it, I have to remove it. It's annoying, but it's fine. It makes sense. I'll center it. Let me do that now really quick before I forget, because that's not in Trello, and because that didn't really deserve to be in Trello. So that's going to be in player GUI, it should be. Alright, so this particular piece of code, I could probably improve this to make it so it doesn't matter whether it's X or Y. Right now it's only taking into account X. Yeah, there's a few things I could try to do. There's already a few things I want to do with like the hover stuff. Like that's gonna be down here. So hover enter, hover leave. Oh, this just changes colors. So like this hover for items, I want to make it so that it can't be in a position that you won't be able to see it. And I just have to add a little offset. I can do that now actually. If mouse pose dot x plus local half size is equal to dot size dot frame size is equal to that. Frame size dot x over 2 half size x is equal to this. Is greater than oh shoot, viewport size viewport size is equal to nil. Self dot viewport size is just going to be that. Self dot viewport size x. We're just changing UI strokes here. Self dot viewport size dot x. self dot viewport size dot x. Yes. Then else and if mouse pose dot y plus half size y is greater than self dot viewport size dot y, then else and it's else if, and it's going to be the opposite here. Minus is less than 0. Then y local half size y is equal to that. Anchor point's not necessarily the middle. It depends on the frame. Most of the time it is. And I think for the main frames it is always the... no, I'm sorry. Anchor point is almost never the middle, actually, for those frames. Anchor point's the middle for anything that needs anchor point to be the middle. Those frames are sometimes just kind of moved generally. Usually it's going to be the top left. What is self? That depends on how much you know about coding. Generally, self is just a variable. So, if you know what that means, then it's just like local self equals x or something. In this case, self is a table. So generally, people don't use self the way I use self. People use self for I guess what is it? Object-oriented programming, where you create a meta table and then self is the meta table. But I just use self as like I have like a more modular form of coding where I have everything split into modules, and in each module I just call the module itself self. So I know whenever I'm referencing self, I'm referencing the entire module. And self is just like self is equal to this table. That's what self is for me. Where am I here? So I go to local pose x is equal to mouse pose x. Local pose y is equal to mouse pose dot y. Pose x. Pose x. Beautiful. Beautiful. Pose y and pose y. Yeah, it can be a little complicated sometimes. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend too many people learn from me because I do it in like my own way, and I don't have a background in coding, so I just kind of wing it. But I think it makes sense. I personally think it makes sense. Therefore, I'm going to use it. So if it's greater than viewport size x, then pose x is equal to minus half size x. Beautiful. Else if less than, we do half size x. Sure, that's fine. Does become a little bit different with y, I think. Oh yeah, I might have to take into account the anchor point, I guess. Well, in this case, the anchor point is always going to be top left. I always have the anchor point top left. You wish you... It's literally just tables. I view them like once you understand the way I view module scripts, it's a lot more basic than you might think it is. Like every module script to me is just another table. Like it's separate script. It's just a part of a different script. It's just a table that I import essentially. Yeah, I mean you'll get stuff soon. You're getting into good stuff. Functions are like the cream of the crop. I love functions. I would do anything for functions. Oh wait, this has to be pose y. Oh right, because I copied it, so it's not going to be correct. Let's change all of this and then fix it. So first of all, position x. If position x, okay, then that would, yes, but this assumes anchor point is 0. Local anchor is equal to anchor point. What in the world? Oh wait, I want to check something out here. Whoops. 1 second. Like I said, I'm playing another game at the same time, but it's like in the background, and I forget to check every once in a while because I'm kind of into stuff. I'm into the coding. So now I'm just checking this stuff. I should probably put it on a semi-separate stream. Yeah, no, those are events. Player added is an event, or signal. One of those things. It's like local function, name of function, stuff you put in function, etc. He's already made. I was gonna work on him today, but there's other things that popped up. As you can see. It's fine. I need to make sure the core of the game is done before I work on anything else, really. Yeah, you'll see me working on him. You might not see me today, but you will see me working on him eventually. Oh, right. Half size. Frame size X. Frame size Y. If anchor dot X so we're running into a minor problem.
Yo, what's going on, Rect?
Get wrecked. Should I think of the anchor thing now? I'm pretty sure every single one of these item things is top left, so should be fine. I'm gonna actually do that. Let's check to see if this even worked. We go here. I say play. Oh, got a problem. Oh, whoops. Oopsie poopsie. Self dot viewport size. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Lua is very, very helpful for other things too, but that's understandable. What is this? Oh. Dot X. Yeah, Lua should be something that you know very well, but you should also know a bunch of other ones. Nice, man. Congratulations. Okay, so we got an error right off the bat. I love it. Okay, stop it. Udemy expected got number. What do you mean Udemy expected got number? Yeah, man, good luck. Yeah, Python's good. I hear C++ is good. A lot of people like C++. JavaScript is even good. I've heard bad things about JavaScript. I've heard good things about JavaScript. Honestly, they're all kind of... You'll be able to find something, at least I hope. As long as people aren't... Well, if you're in the States, as long as people aren't over-hiring overseas, you should be fine. What do you mean udim expected got number? Viewport size dot x is a udim. All right. Print pose x, frame size x, self dot viewport size x. Oh, absolute size. Okay, that'll do it. Yeah, I know. It's I think it's the same thing in Java. All right, so now if I go into my inventory and I hover over this, hey, look, it's correct. Now if I go over here and I do this, that is incorrect. That is straight up poopy. Oh, wait, no, it isn't. It's not that it's incorrect. It's that I don't actually do this. Pose X and pose Y. Anywhere else? Nope. All right, cool. Let's try that again with the actual changes. Yeah, man. I mean, technically, I think C is one of the fastest languages, though. So even though it is a bit longer to write sometimes, and the logic for it can be kind of screwy, it is fast. In fact, just earlier today, I was thinking, would it be possible to use C++ a little bit in Roblox? But apparently, it's not, because that would make certain table things a little bit faster, I think. Doing which yeah, it'll take a little bit of time for you to get that many points. I'll probably do the item anyway, though, just to be fair, because if you keep being in the chat, then it doesn't really matter how many points you have. You just ask me to do something, I'll do it. What are you trying? Are you trying to hack my Twitch account, man? Are you trying to hack my Twitch account? No, don't do it. Don't hack my Twitch account, please. No, 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 please. Man. You gotta. No, no, I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna call the police. No, no. Oh wait, let me check the link. Oh wow, yeah, it is almost done. That's cool. That's cool. Look at that, look at that, look at that. Alright, now we go here. It works, it works. Now it doesn't fall off the screen. What about the bottom of the screen? It also it doesn't really work down there. Dang it. Okay. So it's not perfect. What if I do this? There you go. Frame size. We're gonna do info shadow. Get rid of the print. There's gonna like even when I start doing other things, there's gonna be a bunch of little things like that that are gonna bother me. Where there's gonna be certain requirements you have to do at the end of things or the beginning of things. You get used to it. I'll get used to it too when I get there. If I get there. All right, let's do this. So, what in the? All right. Item info GUI, item info frame dot position. Oh, yeah, we'll move this down here. I definitely know of a better way to do this with what I know currently. I might actually change how I do this. All right, let me check. All right, it looks good again. Now let's go to the bottom. Hey, it works. It works again. Now you will always be able to see your stuff. Fantastic. Kind of bad for up top, though. We're definitely going to change that. We don't need this. That's basically it. We don't need this either. For now, at least. Yep. Still good there. Now down here. Amazing. All right, cool. So that's done. So what got me sidetracked here, by the way? I know I was trying to do something else, and then I got sidetracked to this. I was working on... This was the thing that I wanted to do because it's not written in Trello. The boss is something else. The boss, I know about the boss. What I'm probably gonna do today is I'm gonna open the boss right before I leave. I'll show it on stream for 2 seconds, and then we'll actually work on the boss on Wednesday. What other things? I guess I'll open Trello to find out. Oh, 1 sec. Okay. That's not what I'm trying to look for. That's what I'm trying to look for. Okay, Trello. Oh, this is done. This actually was here, huh? Oh, customize, right? Okay. Let's fix customize. Oh, and the trash button in the mails. That's another one. When you customize. Why is customize not working? This is obviously a server code, but I will pull up the client code for it. Click. Module client equipment customize. Module client equipment customize. Invoke server, customize, slot name, customize code. Okay. I know where this is going to be going eventually, so I'm just going to go straight to it. It is module server equipment. Equip item in game, unequip item in game, equip cust item server. I mean, that we do want that. I think that's actually the one we want, huh? Equipped customization item server. Oh, that actually explains quite a bit. Gross. So what happens if I just yoink all of this into here? It'll be underlined with stuff, right? Sure. But we can go step by step. figuring out what went wrong. What went wrong? Inventory item, data store value. Oh, equipment inventory, right? String number ID, sure. Customize or equip. Let's open over here the main server module. Quest, party, skills, items, equip item, customize with item. Okay. Client toggle. Yeah, we don't need this. Or actually, no, this says CL or CR. What does equipment do? Slot? Oh, we're just going to comment that out for now. All right, the rest of this is pretty much identical. Okay. We're just returning single digits now, not tables. Yeah, there's no reason to check for the data store. Okay, that's identical. We do not need callback anymore. Client toggle. Oh, we can toggle. Sure, I want to add this to the bottom, not the top. Okay. Okay. And then we're going to return C or E check. I'm just going to call this toggle. Or toggle is equal to nil. Sure, we put that back. And that's important because it is possible that would never be E, but it's possible that it'll be CL or CR. Alright, so let's expand this. What's going on here? A weapon. Beautiful. This is all identical, which makes me think maybe there's a better way to do this. And there is. But we're not going to do it now. Also, this is for offhand stuff. I literally don't have any offhands in the game right now. I have the shield, but you can't get it. So I don't even know if it works. That's another thing that I'm supposed to be adding, and I actually forgot. Let me add that to Trello before I forget again. Add a card, offhands. Make sure the script works. And test with shields and orbs. With shields, orbs, and arrows. There you go. It's like I'm not even thinking of the other stuff I want in the game. The necklaces and the capes. Because that's, or it would be, what is it? Earrings, amulets, and capes are the three missing pieces other than offhands. Luckily, amulets and earrings should actually be pretty easy because there's not really going to be a visual effect. Although I was planning on having like an aura effect with amulets, but we'll see about that. It might not even be that. The annoying one is going to be capes because I want the capes to actually, flow like capes. But we'll see if that's even feasible. Oh. I might be close to this. That's cool. Oh, I'm about to level up. That's actually fine. Let's do it. Sorry. We do that. Then we'll level up and okay. Back to here.
equip item controller now, we have to go to the toggle. Print. Yo. Save. That's a server-side print. Let's try to get the server to print it. I have a feeling it won't yet, because I think I do have to change something on the client side. Oh? It failed. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, so it returned false. It failed, meaning it returned false. But we're already better than no errors, so let's go, let's go. Where did it return false? Print bool level check b item e type toggle. Oh, also, yeah, we can do this instead. We should never be returning, we should not be returning tables from this script anymore. Okay. True, true. We got all of that. So it doesn't fail here. Noted. That means it gets to the equip item controller. Print 1. So right now we are specifically focusing on this bottom one because that's what weapons are. Print weapon. Print callback. Equip cust item server. Data store value equip items customize E-type, then why am I elsing this? Like, this should be nil most of the time. Okay, so that was just a little bit confusing, but that's alright. Right, this is slightly different because the equip item server mainly cares about stats, and the visuals are secondary because the customize will always overwrite the visuals. Thanks, skeleton. Oh shoot, I never actually pressed play on this. Formation lock. Alright, anyway. So this is when it technically starts here. So temp equip is equal to this guy. That guy is equal to this guy. This time it's customize. If data store value equipped items equipment okay. Self-equip item in game. Okay, and the equip item in game is yeah, that's established. That one's fine. Alright, this should actually be fine now, with the minor changes that I did. Ayo. Sure, give me one moment. Oh, come on. Alright, let me leave and get back just to see if the customize is in the customize slot and see if I can unequip it. If it's just a client thing I have to update, then great. If it's not, then super ugh. Okay, I have the staff equipped. That means it should be there. Customize. What? Excuse me? Alright, we got some client-side issues. I'll fix those later. I'll take a look at Discord now. I'm probably gonna head off after this, actually. Let's take a look. I like light rays. I like them a lot.
You know what I want to do actually? I'll probably dedicate an entire stream to doing this. There was this one quote unquote leaked thing that came out of Wuthering Waves that came out recently. New character, ridiculous animation. I want to take that animation and like the parts that are replicable, I want to try to replicate them just to see if we can. See if we can make some insane animation. Just as like practice. That could be like a weekend thing one of these days. But yeah, I do like rays. I think the rays that would have to be done via script of some kind. You have to be able to make them bigger and smaller and whatnot. Would be a good time. All right, yeah, I think I'm gonna end the stream now. A little bit of set that I couldn't get to what I wanted to get to today, but that is just how the cookie crumbles. That is what happens usually. Also, what did Bop say here? Ha, alright. Okay. I will head out. Hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys had a wonderful Mother's Day if you celebrated this past weekend, or if you didn't, the weekend before that. And I will see you guys on Wednesday. Bye.